The following triple threat match is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Nesquehoning, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 300 pounds, Snitsky. And the opponent, from Cameron, North Carolina, weighing in at 225 pounds, Matt Hardy.
Now that I have everybody's attention, I would just like to remind you that I weigh in tonight at 246 pounds. I hail from Green Bay, Wisconsin, Mr. Kennedy! Kennedy!
Step a little closer, close to my fire. Troubles my drug takes me higher and higher. Turn up the music, light up the crowd.
A big New England welcome from Portland, Maine. This is good old JR Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
I've never seen a crowd so fired up, JR. They can't wait to get started, and neither can I.
That makes two of us, King. I don't think Portland's gonna know what hit it after tonight. He's all fired up now, King, and I'd hate to be on the receiving end.
I don't think his opponent's got a hope of hurting him now.
Oh boy, the adrenaline is pumping. I think this could be the beginning of the end.
No, it can't end like this. Come on, do something, quick! You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete every week until they are physically incapable of continuing. There's no off-season in the WWE.
We're not talking about running a ball down a field or slapping a puck into a net. This is serious physical competition.
It sure is. The toughest athletes in the world are on the WWE roster, and that's a fact.
These superstars are beating the heck out of each other, and this crowd can't get enough of it.
It's what they paid to see, King, and they're getting their money's worth tonight.
They sure are, JR. There's no question these superstars are earning their paychecks.
Well, you can't ever accuse the WWE fans of being shy about saying what's on their minds.
You sure can't, JR. And I don't think we'd have it any... I think someone's going for a high-risk move, JR. He reversed it. After some...
Look at this! Look at this! You talk about a house of fire, you're seeing it right here!
Yeah? Well, somebody better put out that fire, or this one's not going to end well. The scariest thing about Snitsky isn't his size or his strength. It's the fact that he just does... What does he think he's doing? He's just showing off to the crowd now.
He's wrestling the match his way, and I think it's going to pay off, mark my words.
And if I had to put money on this match, JR, I'd say that Matt Hardy was headed for another beating.
How can you say that, King? Matt Hardy's a phenomenal super... Look at him feeding off the energy from this capacity crowd. He's unstoppable.
You can't ever count on these fans, JR. They're fickle, and they'll abandon you in a heartbeat. Boy, Kid Kennedy's fans are getting a real treat here tonight, JR.
Yeah, and I don't think either one of them could be any happier.
He countered that one perfectly.
This capacity crowd is solidly behind their superstar. Look at this.
Wow, could you be any more biased, JR? How about some fair and balanced commentary? Can you believe we actually get paid to do this job, JR?
It's like a dream come true, King. Except when I have to sit here and listen to you drool over the Divas.
Come on, JR. You know I'm helpless when it comes to puppies.
Oh, I know, King. And that's why I'm bringing a pitcher of ice water out here with me next time.
Oh, no! I don't like the looks of this.
He's got the fans behind him, King, and his opponent had better watch out.
So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King,
Oh, man! A ring rope right across the face!
and calling them ropes is a bit of a misnomer. They're actually steel cables. I can't even imagine the pain. And now a ring rope to the face. That's gonna take its toll, and quickly.
It sure is, JR. That's one of the most painful things you can do to an opponent.
He's a slippery devil. I tell you, King, I've got no earthly idea how these superstars can maintain this intensity week after week after week.
It's not easy, JR. There's no off... Oh, sure. Now the fans start to cheer for him. Now that he's in the driver's seat.
Come on, King. He's had the crowd behind him all match, and now it's paying off.
Oh, no! This is terrible! You can't let your opponent build this kind of momentum!
Well, all I can say is someone's been eating their vitamins and saying their prayers.
Uh-oh! Come on! You gotta stop this guy before he really gets going!
I don't think that's going to happen, King. He's built up too much momentum to be stopped now. I don't know how the WWE or the American Dental Association can allow a monster like Snitsky to compete.
Simple. A monster like Snitsky makes the rest of the roster kick it up a notch. You can't just go through the motions when you're in a match with a guy who wants to rip your head off.
You might be right, but I have to wonder if the risk is worth the reward. I've been one of Matt Hardy's biggest supporters since the early days of his career, and it's great to see him in action here tonight.
Yeah, ever since he went to SmackDown, we haven't seen much of Matt Hardy, and you don't hear me complaining.
You're putting a lot on the line when you climb that turnbuckle. Ken Kennedy's mouth seems to...
Here he goes, up the turnbuckle. This could be really good or really bad.
Up the turnbuckle he goes. I hope he knows what he's doing.
What a counter! Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths were going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway?
It's what you get beat like when you're in the middle of a slobber knocker. And if you don't have the guts to stick around, you might run like a scalded dog with a case of the limber tape.
All right, enough! I'm getting a translator before I have to come out here with you again. I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's gonna go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long that that would be no easy feat.
You gotta respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster has had to make more sacrifices than any other professional athlete I know.
It really is like being married to your career. There's not much room for anything else.
And marriage is a subject which you happen to be something of an authority. Isn't that right, King?
Come on now, JR. A man doesn't know what true happiness is until he's married. And then it's too late.
And it's been reversed.
I don't think that these superstars have even contemplated the fact that they might lose.
I'm sure they haven't. That's not the kind of attitude you come in with and expect to pick up the win.
I don't care how you feel about this superstar, JR. Nobody should have to go through this.
It's painful just watching it, King.
Talk about intimidating. Snitsky's got everything it takes to be a dominating force in the WWE.
And that worries me. I'd hate to have a monster like Snitsky having his run of the place. Matt Hardy has said it many times. He will not die. And we're seeing that determination here tonight.
Oh, I'm sure he won't die here tonight, JR. Being within an inch of his life, maybe.
Why do you have to be that way, King? His opponent's down, and now he's sharing a piece of his mind.
He's gonna have to eat those words by the end of this match, JR.
Well, we haven't seen much of Ken Kennedy on Raw, King, and as far as I'm concerned, it can stay that way.
Oh, come on, JR.
He's driving his opponent's head straight into the exposed steel of that turnbuckle.
Man, that superstar's gonna need a whole bottle of aspirin after this match, JR. If any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness, they've lost the match.
That's for sure. No matter how beat up you are, you can't ever let your opponent know the extent of your injuries.
And that's easier said than done, JR. The human body can only absorb so much punishment.
He's not going to get caught with that one.
Man, Is there even going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done?
Not if they have their way, King. Everything they came in here with tonight is going to be left in that ring, mark my words.
I hope these fans appreciate it, JR. These superstars are putting it all on the line for them right here tonight. I've never personally had to face Snitsky yet in my career, and I can't tell you how happy I am about that.
I don't blame you. I'm more than a little scared of you myself.
Well, that goes without saying. Look at you, JR. Who have you ever beaten?
I don't know. I've never weighed myself soaking wet.
Look at that! He's bleeding like a stuck pig!
The referee had better get in. He went straight for the pin.
One,
no flies on him.
2, 3. I think Matt...
And the winner of the match, Mr. Kennedy! Kennedy!